So I received this very complicated 4-plane laser level. I'm going to call it a 360. This is a 360. It is made by DOVAH. I think that's the way you pronounce it, DOVAH. It's, you know, sometimes, all the times, I don't like reading, I don't like reading directions. I hate reading directions, I really honestly do. I'm going to do a quick review on this. It's going to be the plain Jane, what do they call it? All the stupid books out there, you know, carpentry for dummies, plumbing for dummies, all that stuff. So this is a review for dummies. So I'm not going to go through all the tech specs and all that stuff until later, if I do it all. This is so awesome, this level. And I've had laser levels before, and this is way beyond my pay grade. And this is way beyond what we need as a tile guy, as a tile person, or even a homeowner for that matter. But if you have this is the last laser level you'll ever need. It has everything. So, getting on to it. Otherwise, I'll just talk myself to death. DOVAH, backward. DOVAH. So, it's a very tough, hard plastic case. And another thing that I didn't even notice until I brought it out here. Like, if you close this, right? It has a safety switch at the bottom. So if you try and open it, you can't open it. I'm like, why can't I open this stuff? There's a little tab up under here. You have to push on the tab. It's a small thing, but once you close it, yeah, it'll never pop open, you know. So I like that little safety feature. Oh, look at that. Okay, so they've been wanting me to do a review on this. I've had this box for, I think, pushing 3 weeks, maybe a month. And my apologies for not having done a review sooner, but I've just been extremely busy lately and I haven't been able to make time for it. And I need to make time for it because there's an instruction manual. There's an instruction manual. Look how thick it is. This would take me like 2 hours to read. So it's not just reading it, but it's comprehending all the stuff in here too, all the specifications. But I'm gonna, as I said, I'm gonna kind of do the laser level for dummies portion right here. There's a bunch of stuff in here, which I'm just now finding out what all this stuff is for. You have safety glasses, which have the green tint on it. You know, obviously you want to protect your eyeballs. There are 2 chargeable batteries. This is one of them that go with it. And I will say this, the charge time on one of these batteries, I'm going to say 14 hours. Because I literally had to charge one of these for a whole day before it fully charged. And then the other one is actually in the level as we speak. There is a little thingamabob here. I've seen other people's reviews and stuff like that, so I know that this is an integral part of this particular thing. But you know, this has a bullseye on it and the plus, and oh, this is for grade. Ah, so if you don't know how grading works on say a driveway or a sidewalk or something like that, that's what this is for. This is awesome. Cool. I like that. I'll never use it. Like I said, this is way beyond not just my pay grade, but you know, this is way beyond what a homeowner would ever need. What else is here? So I've talked about the battery. This is the battery slot if you want to charge it into the wall. You got the wall charger. If you don't want to charge it in, you got the USB cord straight into USB. This is really awesome. And again, I've seen other people's review on this. And so this goes on a tripod. This is your normal female end for a tripod mount. And this, let me show you this. And again, rudimentary, just like 1/8 and 1/16 of an inch if you want to push this, up and up and up and up. So say it's on a tripod, yeah? So it's on a tripod, and then the level itself sits up on top of here on this little plate, and then you just turn it up and down exactly where you want it. So if it's pointing that direction and you just want to go up just a tad, just say a 1/16 or an 1/8 of an inch, you just turn this ever so slightly, and then it locks in just by turning it left or right. This part, what is this part for? Maybe that's a detachable thing. I'm trying to do this on one hand. Oh, this slides. Okay, I'm going to get used to this. I'm going to come back to that. So, onto the rudimentary, very rudimentary, very rudimentary placement. I'm going to put this on a tripod because it's going to be easier to film and all that stuff. So, all right, it is on a tripod, very, very tall tripod. And a couple of things to know right off the bat. There is a gimbal in here. So, in other words, the system that, the little rocker, if you will, that the laser actually works on, you want to protect that. So you always lock in the gimbal, which is this switch right here. Now, that turns it on too. Of course, you could turn it off by this switch. And I haven't done a deep dive to find out like literally what these switches are for. I just played with it and just pressed these buttons continuously, and I kind of found out all the stuff that I need to know, So if you look at the line right here, right, this is a cool thing. This line goes all the way around. This is 360-degree line. Well, I'm in the way right here. I'm in the way. But look at that. Is that awesome or what? Is that awesome? A 360-degree line all the way around. And it goes this way too. It goes from the ground all the way around the building and back onto the ground again. And it will do it double. And there'll be a double line there too. And I don't quite know. When I read the directions, I'll find out why there's a double line. Check this out. Watch this. There's a double line. So again, not really sure why there's a double line. What that plus text. What that is needed for, I'm not really quite sure. But there's a double line there. So if I push it again, it's off. Yep. So that's the off position. And there's the on. And then it has a dimmer. I don't know why you want your green line to be dim. Oh, there's a vertical line. Hold on a second. I'll turn that off. Is that the dimmer? Yeah, that's the dimmer. So you see that's just like normal there. And then that's brighter. So that's cool, but then this one is the vertical. Look at that. So this line literally, as I said before, it goes all the way up and over, and back down again, like literally 360 degrees. Well, you can't see it right here because a bunch of tools and stuff like that in the way, but you see it back there? So it goes all the way. It's just so awesome. Like both of them are going around the building and both of them are going up and around through the top and the bottom again. And if all this crud wasn't in the way, you'd see it clearly. I might do this at night too, in a little less crowded area. But that is just so awesome. And then guess what happens? If it's off level, yes. Isn't that cool? Got a little sound effect. I like that. I like it. Isn't that cool? That's just cool. This is the coolest level. This is the last level I'll ever need. Like for sure. This is the last level I'll ever need. You know, like I said, this is literally, and this is how it does it vertically, up and down and all around and all that stuff, because it has this little side mirror. It's literally the laser is pushing out at that mirror, and then the mirror reflects it down, out and down, and then it's got one at the top here too for the vertical, for the horizontal rather. So it's just very, very cool. And guess what else is cool? It comes with a remote. See that? See, watch. Yeah, I just controlled that on the remote. That's so cool. And then there's that dreaded double line again. I don't know why it's got a double line. Somebody could tell me why you would need a remote control for a level. I have no idea, but it's a keychain remote. So isn't that cool? That's just so cool. That's just so awesome. So again, to reiterate, there is this little thingamabob. Hold on a second. Ooh, look at this. Now I can do it because now I've got it out. So it's a little scissor type. If you have this on a table, right? And then the level would be on top of that, and then you could just scissor it up and down. Look at that. Look how small it is. That's like 1/8 of an inch. And if I take it back the other way, that's like a 1/16. That's like a 32nd That's like a 32nd of an inch. That's how, like, just so technical this little scissor plate is. So I like the scissor plate. That's very cool. That definitely will be of use. My other level I had, there was a magnet on the back, so I had this steel pole that I would, you know, like bring it up and down the steel pole and all that stuff. And so, and that's still convenient for me because sometimes I want my level way down here at this level, and when it's on a tripod, it can't be, right? You have to take it off the tripod and you have to put it on something. So, and it does have a magnet feature on it. I saw it somewhere. Where did I see it at? It does have a magnet feature. Where is it at? Where is it at? I think it's on the back of here. I'm gonna have to go through this a lot. Ooh, there's a screw hole so you can put it right on the wall. I'm gonna have to go through this whole process, you know, a lot. Ooh, you put this on like a table or a bench or something like that. I'm gonna have to go through this process, and look at that, it's adjustable. So if you have a wider bench or something like that, you can adjust that spring load down. So I'm gonna have to go through, I keep interrupting myself. I'm gonna have to go through all of this stuff in order to give, you know, a real decent review. But I thought I would come in here because, again, I've had this level now for a good part of almost a month, and I feel really bad for the sender, this company who sent me this level. I feel bad that I haven't made a video yet, so now I have. And although very rudimentary, it's, you know, again, getting back to what I said, where insofar as levels go, tile guys need them-ish like we do, because we have Stabila levels, you know, manual ones and stuff like that, so we still get the job done without this. I don't bring my old laser level out all the time. Specific times I will bring it out. Maybe on a whole job I won't use it at all. Maybe on 3 whole jobs, but then that 4th one I'll need it. So, having said that, this will be in that same category. I will use this, but I won't use it any more or any less than I did my other one. Maybe. I don't know. It's fun to play with. But again, this level, and this box has been in the rain. A little bit in the rain. Yeah, that box wasn't in the rain, but this box was. This level runs about the high 200s. I think it's about 280, something like that. So yeah, it's kind of pricey. But for what you get out of it, for this box and all the little setup there, because I don't know Bosch and some of the other levels that are out there come this technical. Like, they don't come with all these accessories and all that stuff. Definitely not a remote. Although, again, I don't know what this really needed for. That's the off position. Then if I want to turn it off, that's where I hit this gimbal lock. Gimbal lock turns everything, shuts everything down. Voila. And the beauty of that, my other level, I had to feed batteries. This one I don't. So it's got 2 rechargeable batteries. So yeah, there you go. Hey, if you enjoyed that video and you learned something, consider being a Patreon member. $5, $10, $15 a month would help me greatly produce more videos. I make nothing from YouTube at all. If you're gonna call me for advice, please donate $50 for 30 minutes. My link to my PayPal and my Patreon account is down below. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell so you get immediate notifications as soon as I post a video. And thank you very much for your support.